Do I feel this supreme confidence? Or is my lot, my job, to simply project such certainty? No. And yes. Yes and no. And then finally yes to both.
This episode of Walking Dead might have been a little narratively clunky, but it had more action in the first 5 minutes than we saw in the entire 7th season, so I'm okay with it. I might make fun of some things that need to be made fun of, but that's why I like this show. It's
terrible. Yes, but great.
Be sure to subscribe to Universe for more on your favorite TV shows and movies. Add me on Twitter at Buddy Hutton if you want to. Now let's break down Walking Dead Season 8, Episode 2, The Dam. In this episode, 4 different Savior outposts are being attacked, or maybe 3 with Rick and Daryl inside of one while an attack's going on outside. Again, kind of narratively clunky. Let's start with Carol and Ezekiel tracking the Grenader from last episode. Carol seems pretty annoyed with Ezekiel the entire episode. I love her faces. She's a no bullshit kind of lady. Ezekiel is literally made up of bullshit and dreadlocks.
Fake it till you make it, baby.
Towards the end of the episode, though, it seems like Carol might be buying into Ezekiel's shit and feeling something that she hasn't felt in a long time. Hope. Okay, so at the end of this little adventure, Shiva pounces on the guy that Ezekiel is chasing down. There is no indication that Ezekiel told Shiva to pounce on anyone. She just rips this dude's throat out. Was there like a hidden command that Ezekiel gave her, or does she just rip out people's throats when she thinks Ezekiel is chasing them? Like, there's no tag in the kingdom. Do not play tag, don't invite the king, Shiva will fuck everything up. Daryl and Rick are using a map apparently from Dwight in order to infiltrate a Savior base to find a stock of guns to keep it from getting to the Sanctuary to keep Negan trapped.
Those guns get to the Sanctuary, they could cut through those walkers and free up an exit.
Rick gets into a crazy fight with a guy trying to stop him from getting into a room. He hangs the guy on the wall, and I feel like he missed a lot of great line opportunities there. There was, you're really shellfish, or hang in there. Rick goes in the room that the guy was protecting and realizes that dude was Baby Gracie's father. Now, he leaves the room without taking Baby Gracie, but I'm sure at the end of when all of this is resolved, Baby Gracie's gonna be fine. Don't worry about that. He also runs into someone from Season 1, Morales.
Hi, Rick.
Last time we saw Morales, he and his wife Miranda and their 2 children were deciding to go to Alabama instead of staying with Rick and Daryl and the rest of the group who were heading to the CDC. Rick gave Morales a box of ammo and a gun, wished him luck, but that was the last time they saw each other. It's been 7 seasons. Who knows what has happened to Morales or his family? We know that Rick is captured at some point by the Saviors in this season, so maybe it's Morales that does it here, and Rick is a prisoner from here on out. Daryl finds a prison cell that has dog food sandwiches in it. I think it's just a moment where he's reminded why they're doing this to the Saviors, why they have to attack the Saviors, because the Saviors are keeping prisoners and feeding them dog food in the same houses that they're keeping babies in cribs. It's not a healthy environment. In the attack that Jesus, Tara, and Morgan lead, the 3 are split up, with Tara and Jesus searching by themselves and Morgan taking a team to infiltrate another room. The Savior that Tara and Jesus run into is miles more interesting than their stupid moral quandary conversation that has happened 1,000 other times in Walking Dead. I don't want to hear it anymore, guys. Just kill people. You know you have to kill people, so just kill everybody. I'm sick of it. The guy peed himself hilariously.
Do you know how hard it is to piss yourself on purpose? It's like your dick knows you're wearing pants.
Do you know how hard it is to pee yourself? I've never tried. It's not hard. The guy ends up being bad, big surprise. Jesus is annoying and stupid, and I'm tired of him. Tired of him. He has fantastic hair, and I'm sick of him.
I don't die.
After Morgan proves that he doesn't die, he goes on a pistol rampage, killing over like a dozen survivors. And he wants to kill them all, especially Jared, because that guy's a dick. But Jesus does what Jesus does.
It's not what we do.
Aaron leads a group of Alexandrians to attack the Saviors, where apparently they just clean and service weapons. They pull up in a synchronized car wall, but they hold back, just like the people writing the narrative for Walking Dead. And we finally figure out why the Allies' cars have corrugated metal on the sides. bullets would go straight through corrugated metal. It's like shooting through a tin roof. It's not any protection against bullets. So I was like, this is stupid. Why would they do that? It's zombie walls. They're making a smaller version of what they did at the sanctuary. With every attack, they use these cars. It's genius. There's 2 probable deaths in this episode. The first one is a definite death. Francine is shot in the chest, witnessed by Eric. Francine hasn't really been a main character in Walking Dead since season 5, but it was still a loss. You know, we still knew who she was. She's starred in an episode basically, so, you know, bye Francine. The second death is maybe Eric Raleigh, Aaron's boyfriend. He was shot in the stomach, and stomach wounds are pretty nasty, and now that the survivors don't really have a doctor because the doctor was taken by the sanctuary last episode, we don't really know what's gonna happen to Eric. I'm assuming he's gonna die, but it made sense. I was expecting it because he was so anti-fighting and then became gung-ho immediately. So it's just there as a plot device for Aaron to become another psychopath like Morgan or Carol or Rick or everyone else on the show. My favorite part of the episode is the guy taking Polaroids of the saviors that they capture. It's an amazing, inventive thought. Let's take Polaroids of these people that we capture so if they get out among the general population, we can identify them. I can't even find Polaroid film now. How are they finding Polaroid film during the apocalypse? It's amazing. I mean, it's movie magic, right? The best zombie kill was definitely from Jerry using his giant battle axe. He got 2 zombies, actually. Go, Jerry. For more TV show breakdowns and movie reviews, be sure you're subscribed to Universe. I'm Buddy Hutton on Twitter if you want to know that. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much, I want to eat your brains.